This is Stage 3 of the IPSC shoot at the Wolverton Mountain Gun Club on Sunday, 23 May 2010. Again, we start with the standard IPSC map, but this time we need to take a closer look. First, we find it's using Virginia scoring instead of Comstock as the previous two stages. Comstock scoring allows however many rounds to be fired as the shooter thinks necessary, so if you miss a target, you can take an extra shot to make up for it. The sound of the shots are sensed by an electronic timer. The time component of your score for each run is calculated from the timer's buzzer to the sound of the last shot, so generally the fewer shots the better. Comstock scoring is used when a stage includes reactive targets, like steel plates, which must be knocked down however many shots it takes. Virginia scoring can be used when there are no such targets. This makes the shooter plan his run more carefully, including movement and reloads. In Comstock, however many hits are found on the cardboard target, only the best 2 or 3 are counted depending on the rules for each stage. In Virginia scoring, penalties are applied for extra shots fired and additional penalties for extra hits. Again, the camera angles are restricted, but we'll see here how the stage looked before going back to the map. Because of the wet weather, the start position and the 3 firing boxes were moved back to a cement pad on one of the club's regular firing lines, and the targets were also moved uprange accordingly. The distance here is 20 or more yards. In this stage, after leaving the start position as usual, the shooter must fire 1 round at each of 6 targets from each of 3 boxes for a total of 18 shots. In no particular order, the shooter must use his strong hand only in one box, his weak hand only in another box, and whatever method he chooses in the third box. The boxes and targets were carefully placed so the no-shoot targets would partly obscure at least 1 target from each box. Remember, there are penalties for stepping outside the box before the required number of rounds are fired from it, and penalties for hitting the white no-shoot targets. Video of my own run unfortunately didn't turn out well, so to illustrate this stage I'm using footage from another shooter. He was using a highly customized 1911 in 9mm with a Seymour sight mounted at 90 degrees so the dot it projected could be brought closer to the line of the bore. He was using extended magazines probably holding 20 rounds or more. This is the kind of weapon you'll normally see at the larger club's IPSC shoots, as opposed to my simple Philippine clone with 8 and 10 round single column magazines.
Are you ready? Stand by! Down. Super 38, Super 9. It's a 9. You finished. So quick. Didn't hit anything, but made a lot of noise.
I did poorly in this run due to lack of practice and poor physical condition. The pistol functioned perfectly despite a new and untested hand load with an equally untested cast bullet, and I don't believe either the load or the pistol were inaccurate. My time was 35.40 seconds, and again I had 0 penalties, but a full third of my shots missed their targets. In consolation, a lot of people made a lot of misses on this run.